over $600,000 in dropshipping sales in just 30 days. This fashion store called ballbella.com has completely figured out how to leverage Google Ads to turn their store into a selling machine. And the best part, there's a lot to learn from this dropshipping store, from their unique product selection to high profit margins, and even their smart marketing strategy. They're just doing everything right. Take this product right here as an example. They're selling this gorgeous red mermaid evening dress for $239 on their website. Now, they're sourcing the exact same dress from AliExpress for just $148.59. My friends, that's $84 in profit after Shopify fees from just one product. And get this, they've got over 4,700 products listed in their dropshipping store. So if you're running a fashion store or thinking about starting one and you want to uncover secrets behind this kind of success, this video is for you. So let's just start this video, all right? Let's go. So before we dive deep and analyze exactly how the stores generated over $600,000 in sales in the past 30 days, let's just start with a wider review of the store homepage, all right? So this is it. This is ballbella.com. And the first thing that I noticed is this announcement bar. So you can see here, right at the top of the store, they're promoting a special offer. It's extra $20 off $150 and up, right? Using the code SALE. And this is a smart move because the announcement bar is some of the most valuable area on any store. It's like literally the first thing that buyers see when they land on the page. And this type of promotion right here just encourages shoppers to increase their cart value in order to unlock bigger discounts, which can significantly boost average order value. And right above the announcement bar, I also noticed the navigation menu, and I have to say it's very well organized by departments. And what I really like is that for each department, they show a view all section before breaking it down into smaller categories. And this, for me, this makes it super easy for anyone, for shoppers, like for anyone to explore the full range without feeling overwhelmed. And moving here to the hero section, they're using a large, wide images that immediately showcases the occasion that their fashion products are for, like weddings, proms, and these evening events. So basically it instantly connects the mood and connects emotionally with the targeted audience. Now, scrolling down a little bit, we can see here there's a featured collection, and this looks like a selection of their best selling or most profitable products. And it's smartly placed to catch attention early. Then finally, scrolling down here at the end of the homepage, there's a section showing customer reviews. And look, it's a crucial trust building element, especially for a store selling high ticket items like dresses priced over $200. Showcasing real feedbacks builds credibility and it makes new buyers feel much more confident about making a purchase. So let's just take a closer look at one of the product pages from this store. So as you can see here, the color scheme is very light and clean, and overall the page is well designed. It doesn't look like they made any major custom changes to the theme code, for example. Instead, was investing in strong product images from the supplier and just making sure to include all available variations for the product, like color and size options and everything. But when I scroll down here, I also noticed the "you may also like" section. Now, this acts as an upsell opportunity where the store suggests alternative or even higher value products. And the idea here is quite simple. If a buyer scrolls all the way down without adding the product to their cart, it probably means that they are not 100% interested. And that's the perfect time to catch their attention with another option and potentially save the sale. So now that I understand that this store has a great potential, it's time to start my deep analysis. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the store's URL right here, okay, bobella.com, and then I'm going to paste it into Zig's store sales tracker like this. And look at that, my friends. Like this, I can get a full analysis of any Shopify store and uncover hidden data that Shopify itself does not show. First and foremost, the sales and the revenue data are critical to determine if, whether this store and the products that they're selling are truly successful. Okay, so I can see right away that this store has sold over 3,000 units in the past 30 days, and it has generated $610,000 in revenue. Now, high numbers of units that are listed in the fashion store is actually quite common. That's because for every product, there are usually different sizes and color variations, and fashion shoppers tend to spend more time browsing through collections before making a purchase. So we can say that buyers are expecting to see many fashion items in niche or general fashion store. And I can also see right here that this store is actively using Meta, Instagram, and Pinterest to generate organic traffic. And they are running paid ads as well through Meta. Look at this. And then when I click here on the view app list, inside the Zig tracker, look at that. I can see all the Shopify apps that the store is using. One app that stands out right here is this retargeting for Google Ads, which tells me they're also running Google Ads to re-engage with buyers who already showed interest in their products. Now, from a quick look here, I can see that their best-selling items in this dropshipping store is right here. It's this one. It's just bridesmaid dresses and like prom dresses. They're just like the top performing categories. But here's the big tip. If you're thinking about creating a dropshipping store selling the same or similar items, you don't need to guess which products will sell. My friends, you can simply focus right here on the top selling products from successful stores like this one that I'm showing you right now. So now that we have uncovered the hidden data behind the store, it's time to move forward and answer one of the most important questions for any independent Shopify store. You know what that question is? How is this store generating its traffic? And guess what? To break it down, we can divide the traffic into two types. Organic traffic, which comes from sharing free posts and videos on platforms like Pinterest, Meta, which is like Facebook and Instagram, right? Paid traffic, where the store pays per click to bring visitors to their selling pages. And paid traffic comes from running ads on platforms like Meta and Google, for example, where each click costs money but sends potential buyers directly to a product page. So what I'm trying to say is that understanding this traffic strategy is crucial because it shows us how much effort the store is putting into free marketing versus how much they're investing in paid ads to drive sales. Another thing that's quite important is to analyze which platforms the store is using more heavily, because this gives us a clue about where we should focus our efforts as well. And it gets even better. By identifying their best performing posts on each platform, we can create similar posts ourselves, saving time on testing and also speeding up the whole process of getting our own viral posts. So let's start by taking a look at their organic social media strategy. And for this, I'm going to click here the Meta icon right here in the Zig store sales tracker. You see that? And right away, I can see that the store is actively using Facebook. They are posting at least once a week, Now, it's true. I don't see much like engagement here. But even though their posts aren't getting massive engagement, it's still a smart strategy because it shows potential customers that the store is active and it's legit, which builds trust, especially for new buyers. And one thing that I really like is how their Facebook intro section is fully filled out, with all the important store information and everything. These small details definitely help increase conversion rates because They just make the whole like store look professional and trustworthy. Also, when you look closer at their posting strategy, I noticed something interesting. Almost all of their posts are UGC, which is user generated content. And this is probably done by encouraging customers to post a photo on their social media and tagging the store. And usually, stores offer a reward for this, like, I don't know, like a major discount on the next order. And it might sound like a cost at first, but believe me, this is one of the best types of content you can have. It shows real people using the product, okay? It builds social proof and it creates reusable content for future marketing. And that's a very powerful strategy that you can easily apply to your own dropshipping store. All right. I'm curious about Instagram. Let's go. I'm going to click here on Instagram and look at that. You see that? This is their Instagram. So first off, what I can see is that their about section, is well done. It includes all the important information about the store, including a direct link to their website and a phone number for a direct contact. Now, unlike their Facebook posts, their Instagram posts and reels are just getting higher engagement. And once again, the strategy here is consistent. They are heavily relying on UGC for their marketing materials. All right, so let's just move on to the last organic social media channel for this store. Let me go back here, which is Pinterest. So I just click here and look at that, my friends. Their Pinterest account has over 31.5 thousand followers and over 10 million monthly views. Guys, this is their real organic traffic engine, and it makes total sense because Pinterest is one of the ultimate free traffic platforms, especially for niches like fashion, home decor, and DIY. Even if just 0.01% of these monthly viewers become buyers, that would mean around 1,000 sales per month coming just from Pinterest. And here's the key, takeaway from all this. I think building a Pinterest account like this one doesn't happen overnight. It's about consistency. Like this store clearly posted thousands of pins over time. Before we continue analyzing this dropshipping store, if you're enjoying this video, smash the like button, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And if you want to use the same Shopify analysis tools that I've been using in this video, you can subscribe to Zik Analytics for just $1 for your first week. Give it a go. Let me know what you think. Okay. Now, before we continue and review the paid ads that this store is running using Meta ads and Google ads, there's something important that we need to check first, and is to check the average profitability of this store. Because using paid ads, it is a great idea. It's important to first make sure that the product that you want to promote has a high enough profit margin to cover your ad costs and still leave you room for profit. All right, so let's just go with one of them. I'll open this one here and look at that. This is the exact same product.
And the exact same product is cost on the dropshipping store $179.
Using the same supplier images priced at $65.65 plus $11.58 for shipping. So that's a total price of $77.23. Now, let's just do a quick calculation here. The selling price is $179 minus sourcing price $77.23 plus Shopify fees estimated around $5.50. That's a $96.27 profit per sale, right? So $96 profit. Even if the cost per acquisition through paid ads is around, let's say, $50, which is very, very high, that still leaves the store with $46 in net profit per sale. My friends, that's a very healthy margin and tells us that the store can afford to run paid ads and likely remain consistently profitable. So let's just check another example here. So this is like a wedding suit for a groom, okay? And it's listed for $269 on website. But anyway, let's do the same thing. When I click here, the item finder, let's wait to load.
Okay, I see many good options. Let's go with this one.
So the product costs $112.64 plus $19.47 for shipping, which is, totals to $132.11. So the estimated profit After Shopify fees is around $128 per sale. So again, yes, running paid ads, even in high volumes, makes total sense for this store because their high profit margins gives them the flexibility to invest in traffic and gain high traffic while staying profitable. It's crazy. So now let's just analyze the paid ads strategy of the store, starting with meta ads, which I can see directly from Zik store sales tracker right here, okay? Then by clicking here on the meta icon under ad channels, I'm redirected to the meta ads library of this store. Look at that. This tool allows me to view all active and inactive ads the store is running. With this, I can study their ad strategy. I can understand what's working and I can replicate their best performing tactics on my own store, right? So now, here's just a quick pro tip from me. When you analyze paid ads, start with the oldest one. If a dropshipping store has kept certain ads running for a long time, there's a high chance they're bringing consistent sales. So these are ads worth studying and copying key elements from. They've been already tested and optimized. So after scrolling down through it right here, you see there's an ad that has been running since October 16, 2023. That's amazing. This is a gold mine. This gives us the perfect case study, okay? So let's just analyze it. Okay, so first, I can see that the ad is running across multiple platforms. So Facebook, Instagram, Audience Network, Messenger. So this information right here tells me that they're going for broad exposure. Next, I also noticed the ad is targeting the European Union, which gives me access to transparency data. This allows me to see details like location targeting, age range, gender, and the audience reach. So let's just click here, see ad details and break it down. All right. So the ad creative says right here, new in wedding dress, free shipping, extra 20 off, 150, code sale. Like this is, we already know, right? And shop now, right? Like this is really cool. 1,000+ styles. Just so much. All right. So from this, I can take two big insights. The $20 off, $150 promotion has been running for over a year, and almost 2 years, right? So that's a proof that it works. So we should definitely consider using the same offer in our fashion dropshipping store to increase average cart value. Now, promoting your active discount code directly in your ads is just a great way to boost conversions. Really, it's simple, but very effective. And as for the ad format, it's just a carousel ad, meaning that it allows users to just swipe, through multiple products. And this is especially useful in fashion because it increases the engagement and lets users just explore different styles instantly. And now let's just look at the targeting data by clicking here, European Union transparency. So we can see here that this ad is shown in France and Germany, and the age range is quite broad, right? Look at that. And the gender targeting is set to women only. And the most important part, the reach breakdown. So when I sort the data by highest reach like this, see, I see the top performing audience for this specific ad, all right? And then I can see that it's women from France, ages 45, 54, 34, 44, and 55, 64. This is pure gold. Do you understand that? Now I know who this ad resonates with, and then I can apply the same targeting when I create my own campaigns. Just keep in mind, it's always a good idea to analyze more than one ad just to gather, as much data as possible before launching your own paid campaigns. But here's the cool part, the same audience insights we just gather, French women aged 35, 64 can also be used in Google Ads. As we saw earlier, earlier, this store is running Google Ads as well. And while Facebook ads are creative based, Google ads work differently. Like you need to target specific keywords instead of relying on visuals. So next, I want to show you how to find the right keywords to target on Google ads using what we've learned from their audience and their product strategy. Okay, so now we know what the best audience targeting strategy is. But when it comes to Google ads, we also need to know what keywords to target so our store can show up at the top of search results with, the little sponsored label next to it. The idea here behind these ads is it's similar to meta ads. When someone clicks on your ad, you get charged based on how competitive the keyword is. For example, a keyword like basketball shoes is very broad and highly competitive, so it's going to cost more, right? But something more specific like black and white basketball shoes size 9 is less competitive and usually cheaper. So how do we find the exact keywords the store is ranking for? I'm going to use a free Chrome extension called SimilarWeb, all right? And once it's installed, I'll go here to ballbella.com, and then I'm going to click here in the extension icon. And then right away, I can see some really helpful insights. Like the store's traffic is growing month over month, which is a great sign, right? The average visit duration is around 2 minutes and 58 seconds, which makes perfect sense for fashion stores where shoppers like to take their time browsing through large product collections. Now, let's just focus here on the most important parts, top keywords, because this section right here, you can see this section shows me exactly what search terms are bringing the most traffic to the store. And from what I see, they're ranking for keywords like light pink prom dresses, charcoal gray prom dress, sleeves prom dress. You see all the information here, much more. And this tells me two things. They are the most searched products in their store. And if I offer similar products in my own store, I should use these exact keywords in my Google Ads campaigns. Because now I'm not guessing, I'm targeting buyers who are already actively searching and willing to spend money on these products. So basically, this is how you work smarter, not harder. You understand? You let the data guide you. You use tools like SimilarWeb to tap directly into what's already working. We have covered a lot of data about this fashion dropshipping store. Now, the last piece of the puzzle is understanding what Shopify theme they're using to achieve such high sales. Now, I know it might sound like a bit, exaggerated, but trust me, having the right theme for your store can significantly impact your conversion rate, especially in fashion. Right? Where you are dealing with a wide variety of products, choosing a theme that keeps everything organized and visually appealing is both important and strategic. So to find out what theme the store is using, I'm just going to copy the store's URL and then I'm going to paste it to Zig Shopify Theme Detector, which is completely free to use, by the way, right? And here we go. You see that? So the result right here shows that the theme that they're using is called Prestige. Now, if I want to use the same theme for my own store, it's super simple. You just open Google and then you search for Prestige Shopify theme. Then you click Prestige. Okay, so look at that. It would just go there. Yes, it's a paid theme, all right? But it's one that you can purchase and install directly in your Shopify store. All right, and this is it. That's the end of our video. I hope that you now have a much better understanding of how to build a store like this one and how to implement the exact strategies that we showed you. All right, from the product selection to organic marketing, paid ads, and optimizing the user experience. All right, I appreciate it so much you watching this video. Keep moving forward, and I'll see you next time.